Thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 48th World, where we do soap opera reviews. The soap opera we're going to be going over today was The Bold and the Beautiful, or is The Bold and the Beautiful, for today's episode that aired on May 31st, Tuesday, 2016 at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, which is my time zone. Let's get right on into it, because it was kind of lackluster today, but Thomas Forrester gets our Academy Award for standing up to his dad. Okay, I was here for it all day, every day. This is really going to be centered around Thomas getting into his father's ass the way he should have started getting into him the first day he knew that baby Douglas was his. Okay, let me give you a little summary. We have Thomas stands his ground with Ridge. He is refusing to be separated from Douglas. Remorseful for having betrayed Nicole, Sasha pleads with her former friend not to ostracize her. We ain't got too much to say about that situation. It is what it is. But let's get on into this Caroline, Ridge, and Thomas triangle. First, we have Caroline is talking to Ridge because he done came downstairs trying to figure out what the hell is keeping her so long. Then he runs into them having a conversation, and he's just furious. Okay, but Caroline is definitely standing in her big girl draws. Okay, she's telling Ridge, hey, they made promises. She made a personal promise and plea to Thomas for them to be able to, meaning her and Ridge, to raise Thomas on their own terms. They would give him full access to his son behind the scenes. And that's what had happened, and that's what was agreed upon between her and Thomas when they were at Big Bear's cabin after he had called himself taking his son and going on a road trip, because he didn't kidnap her. How can you kidnap something that's yours? Okay, anyway, so she's pretty much standing in her own truth and telling him, but she's like half looking at him, half looking at the floor, half looking at the ceiling. You know where I'm going with this. She ain't quite used to standing up to Ridge, but this is the time she done had her baby, went through all that pain. It's time for her to solidify herself in her own womanness, and she's a mother now. She got to pop that backbone and have it standing upright straight. You hear what I'm saying? And get in Ridge's ass. She may be older than her, but she needs to start standing and talking her truth when it comes to her son. She went down there and bore all them pains to bring that baby up in this world. Ridge ain't did nothing but supply. Well, they ain't supply shit, did he, y'all? That was Thomas. So that is a hot mess within itself. However, it is what it is, and we're just gonna go from that situation, okay? But she's telling, hey, we're gonna keep Thomas here in LA because he needs to be around his son. Yes, Rich, his son, okay? Because you're pretty much making me look like an idiot by saying these things to Thomas, and then you're trying to change him behind my back and thinking I'm supposed to go along with it. I told you yesterday I didn't feel comfortable with how things has transgressed or has transpired since you're not letting me know you're sending him off to Shanghai, China. Where you get that shit from, Ridge? Please, come on, talk to me. Okay, then we go to Ridge is still full of shit. He's still trying to make Thomas, and I emphasize on the word make, force, induce Thomas to go to Shanghai, China. That ain't happening. That ain't happening, honey. Thomas is refusing to go. He said he's not putting an ocean between him and his son. That was a nice try, Dad, but you can back the fuck off because that's not happening. Continuing on, Thomas is pushing Ridge's buttons left and right, up and down, okay? And Ridge is trying to push Caroline's buttons to get her back on his side, but it ain't working. I mean, she done digressed a little bit, but she said what needed to be said, and I am definitely applauding her for at least trying to stand up in her own truth. We got Ridge telling Thomas he's being the selfish one, and Ridge is pretty much saying he's thinking of everyone's best interest and benefit in this situation. We go to commercial. We go back. We on Nicole and Sasha. Sasha is still pleading, still trying to say what this Zinday had his little part in it. We know, but the men always get a slap on the hand for sleeping around, doing whatever they want to do, saying, you know, it's a man's world. It's pretty much a man gonna do what he want to do. Those are the acceptable things, but we as women gonna have to change that. We gotta change it real quick, fast, in a hurry. We can't keep giving men passes to go and lay their dick down and anybody they feel like they want to because the opportunity had presented itself and we weren't on good terms. So this is is what I went and did. Fuck that. We need to come off of that, women, and make them stand in their own shit and let them know that it's not right. And we need to be women to say, we're closing the door on you. We don't want nothing else to do with you, because we are worthy to be definitely put on a pedestal. When we're sitting there and I had your children, I had a long relationship with you, and I'm been through shit with you, and we don't, been your ride or die chicken, and you gonna go and just flake on us because you feel somewhere in your feelings, your emotions, and you ain't talking to nobody about them, and then you want to fall back and then have your fun, and then when things don't work out the way you want them to work out, then you want to come back knocking at my door. No, love don't live here anymore. That's what we as women need to say. But anyway, I digress. We go on to Sasha is wanting Nicole to forgive her for all her sins, since she can't seem to get Zendaya to pretty much confess and and take some responsibility of what he did, because he treated her like a side chick when he had said, okay, Nicole finna drop that baby, she looking good, her figure gonna go back, I'm going back to my baby. No, boo. And Nicole need to be having red flags while she's so embracing him and this, that, and other. What the shit he put her through, going through them 9 months of pregnancy and being alone at that. Fuck Zendaya. That's all I got to say. Fuck Zendaya. Anyway, we go where Nicole is telling Sasha to leave LA to make things right. She's going over the lingo on, hey, you messed me over when you came and you took my place. You took my boyfriend, this, that, and other. Then you came and tried to take my little modeling career that I had. And then you come up talking about you my sister, but you were lying all the time, telling me you were a friend. And then you come up talking about you're pregnant. Hell no, 3 strikes you out, bitch. Got to go, okay? I can't be bothered with that. And that's really thought and bitch material. I don't like people calling women bitches, but I digress in that situation. It was really a bitch move, so we just said for that. Okay, so Sasha's saying her goodbyes to Nicole at first, trying to get her to waver. Nicole is not wavering. She's just tired of seeing her. But to me, Nicole, you're being a punk. You really are. If you think you can keep a hold of Zendaya, it doesn't matter where Sasha is there, in L.A., Santa California, Bernardino, San Francisco, wherever, it doesn't really matter. Sacramento, California, if she stays in the state but just another city, or whatever, guess what, you still gonna have to stand in your own truth with Zendaya. He's gonna be with you or he not. Sasha is not a troublemaker. Yes, she's a troubled child in her mind, mentally. Maybe she's a troubled woman, I should say. She should get some psychological help, but it wouldn't do you any harm if you sat in a few sessions yourself, because you're always getting people to fight your battles for you. Like Maya, you don't have to have Maya in up out of your business. You could have did the same thing without Maya's help. You still acting like you a little girl running around here, but Lord knows you done had a baby. That should have put some type of extra hormones in you to stand in your own truth and get people told, get them straightened out and put all together. Okay, in those 3 words, all together. But you got a long ways to go, long way to go. But anyway, Nicole's not buying it, so she pretty much says her goodbyes to her sister and Zendaya, and then she just walks away with her head down. I'm like, that's a childhood move too. You done did your shit. You might as well stand in your shit and go out like a G. But however, who knows? I don't want to see you go, but if you must, go ahead on, honey, do your thing. But we go back to Zendaya and Nicole. Zendaya is saying now it's time to get back to where they left off prior to her getting pregnant. Pretty much is what he's saying. I would be like, forget you, Zendaya, forget you, okay? Because we got some things to be working out. Our communication is not on one accord. So we're going to do this smooch, kiss here, but we got some talking to do. We got some talking to do. And I think if we need to be going together, we need an engagement going on. We need to get married. We need to do some things if I plan on being with you, okay? But like I said, Nicole, you need to turn away from that joker, cut him loose, let him know what it feels like to be single. Make him earn your trust again. Make him know you're worthy to be put on a pedestal, okay? Because of womanhood, you are definitely a woman now. You done gave birth. You still have your menstrual cycle. Hey, life is lovely. Life is good. Do your thing, but teach Zendaya a lesson that he cannot continue to do this, because if he did it one time, he'll do it again and again and again and again when situations don't go the way how he wants them to go. That's just FYI. We even go back to Maya and Rick. Okay, they're on this little pedestal about Rick finding out that Bridge sent Thomas to be over in Shanghai, China indefinitely. We know it was for 5 years because that's what Thomas said, but 5 years can kind of resonate into being a lifetime. But little did he know, Rick ain't going nowhere. Rick ain't went nowhere. Okay, he's still in LA, still out on the premises. I don't know why they haven't run into each other. Well, okay, yeah, I understand that because Rick's over at his mother's house residing. Okay, but anyway, they're trying to find out between him and Maya, Rick and Maya, what is really going on and what is the real story behind Rich trying to ship his only son off. And I mean that it is his only son because baby Douglas not his, off to Shanghai. It's a story behind there, and Rick said he's going to break that news. We go to the last and final scene. We have Caroline, Rich, and Thomas. Thomas is saying to Rich he's not leaving LA. Thomas is taking charge, y'all. He's taking charge. He's live, color, and in charge. All right. He's telling him, his dad, this situation is finna change. I'm making the rules. I'm telling you what's going to happen between my son and this scandal of a thing you're trying to hide, which it seems like everybody know that I am the father of baby Douglas now, except for a few key people such as Rick and granddad, which is Eric Forster, which is going to be a scandal. He told you not to have any more scandals, so I'm blackmailing you now. If you want your secret to be safe with me, you better toe the line and you better get on board with what I am dishing out, okay, regarding my son. Yes, Rich, my son. If you step off one angle of the choo-choo train that I'm guiding right now, I promise you it will not be in your best interest. And guess what, you may be going to Shanghai getting everything together. I was like, all right, shake your booty, all right now, woo. Okay, I liked it. He was very compassionate and passionate. What he was saying to his father, he wasn't speaking out of turn. He was just telling him the gist of the matter. He was very respectful, and I was like, I was here for Thomas Forster. But that's all I have, guys, for the Bold and the Beautiful today. It was short and sweet, where I like it. It was hot and popping, and I'm ready to watch the next episode, but I have to wait a 24-hour period span just like you all. But thank you for coming in and tuning in to my narrative as well as my visuals that I gave you on today's episode. Okay, love you lots, and I will talk to you tomorrow Eastern Standard Time around 2 or 2:30, giving it to you, but I'll be looking at it Eastern Standard Time at 1:30 that it comes on here in Atlanta. Okay, talk to you soon. Blessings to you all. Goodbye.